what up? I said hit the music. Go. I heard the countdown. I don't know the countdown. I heard the countdown. What's up?
Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, y'all. YouTube, what's going on?
I don't know the countdown.
If this is your first time, oh my gosh. If this is your first time here, please come in and subscribe. Your first time, oh my gosh. Facebook, why do I hear myself?
Good, you good. Tory Lanez. We talking Tory Lanez.
Yes, free Tory. Facebook, come over here, subscribe, like, and then go back over to Facebook if you like. Instagram, you do the same. Please follow us on Truth Be Told Podcast and Truth Be Told Podcast 365 on Instagram, Truth Be Told Podcast on Facebook, and Truth Be Told Podcast 365 on YouTube.
Listen, if y'all watching this right now, whoever's in this building, share this live. Please share it. Give us in the algorithm. Get us in the algorithm, and I need you to subscribe. If you're just peeping in for the first time, subscribe. Subscribe. Just take a moment to subscribe. It's free. Get to know us, and then to judge whether you want to unsubscribe later. But trust me, you won't do that.
You don't have to unsubscribe. Just don't come back.
Yeah.
That's it.
And just press the button and keep it moving.
Look,
you gotta leave.
My favorite.
Oh, you eating candy?
Pink strawberries.
God. It would be pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing a lot. Give me a second.
And I buy it all pink all the time. And people be like, you don't have the other flavor. No, I don't.
I hate candy.
What?
So I hate candy. I don't eat candy.
I have good teeth. So I take care of my teeth. Thank you, Granny. Hey, what's up?
Granny. Granny.
I take really good care of my teeth and my son's teeth.
Granny, I gotta get you an intro.
Yes,
I gotta get you an intro song.
So we can eat candy. We don't eat it often though. But what are we doing?
Black people don't eat candy because we can't. The dentist is very unaffordable. So your fucking teeth gonna get rotten, fall out, and we gonna be able to afford new shit. So don't eat no candy. Don't eat nothing that you ain't gonna be able to afford to fix later. It's gonna be a problem.
You can y'all can get Medicaid. And
Medicaid won't get you new.
Y'all brush your teeth, floors. And y'all be all right.
Y'all think shit is sweet? Y'all want sweet shit? You gonna fuck your teeth up. You gonna fuck around, be gumming gum. You don't want to gum. You ever gummed gum before?
No.
Okay, you don't want to gum it. You don't do
that. Yeah, no. But take care of your teeth, people.
Yeah, take care of your teeth, people. Take your teeth and your breath. Take care of that shit. Yo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if you take care of your teeth, then your breath is fine, right?
I have no idea.
I think so.
I imagine they one in the same. Your breath is good, your teeth are good. I would have. Then again, you could be drinking mouthwash every day, and not brushing your teeth. So I don't.
Yeah, that's true. But mouthwash don't last that long. Clean teeth, good hygiene does. So, are we ready?
And make sure when you go to job interviews, you brush your teeth.
Just brush your teeth.
Yeah, but if you don't brush it. Just brush it when you go to a job interview.
When you go to school, when you go to work, when you are outside with other people.
Just a job interview is the main thing.
No.
You might not want nigga in your face, so you want your shit tardy. Nigga get stand back, nigga.
Granny says she don't have many teeth to brush anymore.
Oh, Granny, what's going on, Granny? Granny, I'm gonna go. Granny, you could pray for some new teeth, Granny. I'm gonna do it right now, Granny. I'm gonna let you pray, right? We're gonna have a moment of silence for Granny.
Please don't play that damn church.
No. We're gonna have a moment of silence for Granny teeth. Let her pray.
Well, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want.
What you want?
Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what.
Granny, your teeth are gonna come, baby.
Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. You just
Granny gonna get some new teeth.
him up and tell him what you want. Well,
Oh, okay. Sorry, Granny. Glam is always making, you always got to turn everything into a joke.
I was being serious, all right? I wasn't making fun of Granny teeth. Right? Granny book. Randy B. Cancer. That's the biggest story of it all.
Yes, it is.
Right? Tell him about it.
Right.
Let's get it popping.
My name is Dana Anad, aka Vintage Opulence.
Say it louder, the name. What's your name? Say it louder. They gotta hear it.
My name is Dana Anad, aka Vintage Opulence.
I mean, vintage is a word that's you got to look it up. And I say it in my special, it means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage, like vintage. Yeah.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah. It's like a good thing.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Like I'm taking a stand against Puffy.
Don't plead the fifth. I heard a nigga try to plead the fifth and change his mind. He got immunity. We talk about it. But we talk about Tory Lanez tonight. Who did he frame? Did he get framed? Did he not get framed? Everybody on that Diddy wagon. It's on the news. We're gonna talk about the news. We might dip into that, but it's on the news. We got things to talk about. I'm King Glam. Come on, let's get this podcast popping, man. I need y'all in here. I need y'all subscribing. I need y'all in this chat room, man. You understand?
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Woo. All right, let's go. Yeah.
All right, so
I like this shit.
a little.
All right, talk your shit.
Oh, what happened?
Don't vintage mean old? Wait. He ain't listening. Hold on. We already told you what
I mean, vintage is a word that's you got to look it up. And I say it in my special, it means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage, like vintage. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. It's like a good thing.
Come on.
Exactly. It doesn't mean, oh, thank you very much.
Vintage.
And the last name is Opulence. So
Instagram. Let me talk to my Instagram people. Come on to YouTube. Come on to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Instagram. If you're on Instagram watching, the link is in the bio. Come pull up. We in the chat. We lit.
Leo, you need to start off with, hey y'all.
Leo, what up? Oh shit, Leo's in the building. It's getting dark. Leo.
It's dark.
Oh God, it's getting dark. Yeah.
You need the thunder.
I'll get the thunder next time.
Yeah, you need the thunder for him.
No.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Exactly. It's self-explanatory. Just the definition is there. But so the backstory with Tory and Megan one night, Megan and Kelsey were pissy drunk at Kylie's house. Kelsey fell asleep in the pool while Megan was supposed to be making fucking nachos. She went to Tory. Tory came over. She was jealous because he was flirting with Kylie. They left. She wanted to go back. Said that she left a shoe or some shit like that. Wanted to go back. Dragged Tory out. Not literally, but made him leave or whatever. And next thing you know, she said that she said that his music was whack. So he pulled out a gun, said, "Dance, bitch, dance," and then shot her.
Damn. In that order.
Tory is now he was found guilty. Kelsey had immunity. She was also trying to plead the fifth. When the judge told her that she had to answer, she said she didn't recall. It was supposed to be 4 911 callers, which are 4 different witnesses. They had 3 911 calls, but the 3 people that called weren't there. They had the 1 911 caller that was there, and I don't remember if they didn't play his 911 call. When he was supposed to get cross-examined by the prosecution, they pulled him to the side. Eventually he wound up changing his story. That day after, Tory got convicted to 10 years. Sunstar, which is Tory's father, said that Rock Nation was going to crumble. He, spazzed out outside, said that the man changed his story, and fast forward, Tory got stabbed 14 times. And here we are.
I want the truth!
So this is where we at. We fast forward to the stabbing. But you think Tory Lanez, there's evidence? We played the evidence saying that he should be free. This defense team that Kelsey came out and said she actually the culprit that did the shooting.
Because remember, she said that she stepped on glass because she said she was trying to save everybody. We seen footage of her stepping on glass. We heard the glass break. The first doctor that treated her said that he treated her for glass. Then there was another doctor that said his mother had been working for Rock Nation in some way, that he didn't even work at the hospital. He wrote a report, and if they're supposed to have a drop down, the man's name is written in, and they can't even understand it. So he's the one that testified as that he took bullet fragments out of her. There were no bones and tendons. Remember, she was out twerking the next week. She did say she got shot in both of her feet, but then she changed it to one. Kelsey and her immunity. What else happened? There's supposed to be a ring. There's audio, but there's no visual footage. They're saying that there is visual footage, but someone is holding it down and not releasing it so the general public can see. So it's a lot of these things that's being questioned now. Amber Rose put a bug in a Republican congresswoman's ear from Florida, and she is now calling for Gavin Newsom to pardon Tory. And now these people are going to have the information.
Let's listen real quick.
After being stabbed in prison. The attack occurred after the New York Post made contact with Megan Thee Stallion's team regarding the op-ed that I was working on with them, and Lanez was then stabbed days later. But his representatives claims that Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, is the one responsible for the shooting. Now, I've been looking into this case for almost 6 months now. I immediately learned that George Gascon, the George Soros-funded prosecutor, railroaded Tory Lanez. And I've been actively working on a story. And this has been something that has been quite a movement. I did a petition with the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org, where artists like Drake has encouraged his more than 140 million followers to sign this petition. We put it up on Wednesday. We're at almost 300,000.
You think that Drake shit was a Canada thing, or you think he generally he
I think it was a Canada thing. I think it was That's My Nigga thing. I think it was a Free Tory thing, but Drake wasn't the only one. Chris Brown posted it. The next, he got arrested the next day. But Chris Brown, many people posted it. So
he freed himself. Bail at $6 million. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm mad he got $6 million.
Many people posted it, and even her friend Glorilla just put something in her stories and had Tory's music attached to it.
Love for Tory.
And signatures today that advocate for the governor of California to intervene on this and pardon him, because I believe he was really railroaded. The artist known as Tory Lanez is currently recovering after being stabbed in prison. The attack occurred after the New York Post made contact with Megan Thee Stallion's team regarding the op-ed that I was working on with them, and Lanez was then stabbed days later. But his representatives claims that Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, is the one responsible for the shooting. Now, I've been looking into this case for almost 6 months now. I immediately learned that George Gascon, the George Soros-funded prosecutor, railroaded Tory Lanez. And I've been actively working on a story. And this has been something that has been quite a movement. I did a petition with the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org, where artists like Drake has encouraged his more than 140 million followers to sign this petition. We put it up on Wednesday. We're at almost 300,000 signatures today that advocate for the governor of California to intervene on this and pardon him, because I believe he was really railroaded. The artist.
He supposed to be unbiased. He ain't a news journalist.
Then white people say,
You can't handle the truth.
Go sign the petition if you haven't. I signed it.
I'm not signing anything. I'll put my name on anything. That's the check.
What?
Tori, you sending checks out, Tori? I'll sign it in a motherfucking minute.
No.
Send me somebody's son, nigga. I need this shit.
After that, Megan came out and said some stupid shit.
Oh, I ain't no robbers. I'm trying to find. We all in the Tory. We're in the Tory world right now. All right, continue. So what is that I'm looking for?
It's probably gonna be her picture on the front.
Megan responded to this. We're gonna play that as well. I'm just looking for something. Damn, everybody's timing and see Tory is not in the, everybody's reporting on Tory.
That's why you're not looking for her response. It's right there, isn't it?
No, I got the response. I'm just looking for it.
Oh,
It got right there. We can fuck around and just go on this alone. All right. Oh wow, U.S. Representative for Florida, 13th Congressional District calls on Gavin Newsom to pardon Tory Lanez. Justice must be blind, not driven by headlines. I'm calling on Governor Newsom to review the Tory Lanez case and issue a pardon. His 10-year sentence has been based on flawed evidence, political pressure, and prosecutorial bias. Justice must be blind, not driven by headlines. Free Tory. She's why she cares. You said because she knows what's her name. She fucks with Amber Rose.
And she is what is she? She is, what is her title? It just says that she's a Florida. I can't remember where
You're a Republican, Democrat?
I don't know, she's a Republican. But I can't remember what
she must be a Republican. She fucking with Amber Rose. You already know that. So I should have been asking.
But she did say that she's working with some Democrats as well.
The Free Tory?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because Newsom, he's a Democrat. So, but
you think she's doing this for free? You think
that Newsom's a jerk? He doesn't care. That's what she's supposed to represent. I cannot remember. When you play her on
Granny, don't do it. Granny, don't do that. Newsom might be watching. We're trying to get Tory out. You can't talk about your governor now. Don't fuck with the governor now. We're trying to get Tory out.
When you play her on Piers Morgan, she's gonna tell you her title.
A title.
She's gonna say her title. Yeah.
Title where in Congress? She's a
Yes.
That's a Congress.
She fucking sits on a committee. Glam, it's different. They represent different things.
She's in the state of Florida.
Oh my gosh! When you play the that Piers Morgan shit, she's gonna explain how she fits this. But I can't see that shit.
Megan Thee Stallion clapped back at social users and Tory legal team after claiming they have new evidence to prove his innocence. He ain't denied he shot me. Ain't no new evidence. Y'all been saying that for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You're a fucking demon. Wow. At what point are y'all gonna stop making me have to relive being shot by Tory?
Thank you for reading.
At what point are y'all Tory and y'all fans gonna stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Why is this happening every day? 1 minute y'all said I was never shot. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was shot, but it wasn't him. Okay. I'm sick of this shit. Leave me alone. He ain't dare get on that stand and deny he shot me. And that was his choice because he knows that he did the shit. I don't give a fuck about a blog or about why in the FTF would me, Megan Thee Stallion, have to lie on them fucking about shooting me? How y'all mad at a person that got shot? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. Fuck the hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you shot me. Ain't no new fucking evidence. Y'all been saying the same shit for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You fucking demons. I'm off this silly ass internet shit. Bye.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson. A member of the media, Mr. Gianno Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. Only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out, but given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover. Member of
Megan Thee Stallion, Alex.
Hey, girls.
Okay, what up? Megan Thee Stallion, Alex Shapiro has released a following statement to Double XL about Tory Lanez attorney now claiming to have evidence that proves Megan was shot by Kelsey Harris. Tory Lanez was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and his case was properly adjudicated through the court system. This is not a political matter. This is a case of violent assault that was resolved in a court of law. Thoughts?
One, I don't think that he was tried by a jury of his peers, because most of the time people aren't. First of all, from the girl back and forth with the stories, and first he was hanging over the door and yelling "dance bitch," and then he shot at her, and then from him doing it from the back seat to she ain't have sex with him to she stepping on glass, it's just too much. And then Kelsey with this immunity shit, you have immunity and you still trying to plead the fifth. That doesn't make any sense. And I do get why she lied, because the general public is gonna fuck with her. Nobody in the industry is gonna mess with her, so her career or whatever it is that she does is over. So I see why she lied, but y'all both lying, and a black man is in prison because he had good dick, clearly.
I want the truth.
Did Kelsey and Megan have an argument in the car?
They said that they didn't. Megan said there was no fight, there was nothing. Kelsey said that they bumped each other, but Megan had a knot on her head when she was in the ambulance, and Kelsey was missing a nail. Her chain was popped. She had blood and cuts on her legs. So I don't know.
The dance
sounds like a fight to me, but they said that they didn't.
Why would Tory Lanez say "dance bitch"?
I don't know. She said that the reason he was upset because she said that his music was whack.
But why would he say "dance bitch"?
Why would he shoot her? Because she said his music was whack. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I don't know. Who said that? I don't know. She's like.
He said Tory shot him. He said "dance bitch," and he shot her. I don't know.
I don't know what movie she's reenacting, but that's what happened.
They have evidence. The Florida Congresswoman, 36 hours. I don't know if the evidence came out. I don't know if it's been 36 hours since we did the show.
I believe that she pushed it to tomorrow.
Okay. So she
well, because remember he said that they're in the appellate court as well. They're trying to do a couple of different things to get him free, and they don't want anything bumping heads. So they gotta pick and choose what they're going to push through. So if Gavin Newsom just pardons him, then that's that. They don't have to wait for no appellate court. They don't have to do, and there's nothing that needs to be done.
Okay.
So, but his attorneys are working.
I don't know. I think the stabbing alone should get him out of there. I mean, can't go back to the jail with a nigga to try to kill him. I mean, shit, but he's
Well,
probably,
no, the stab, no, because that happens in prison, right? Whether if it's call a call from outside or if it's from inside, that happens in prison. He should get out because he didn't do it.
oh yeah,
That's the thing. He should be out because he didn't do it, not just no stabbing alone. Like he should be out because he didn't do it alone.
well, yeah, it's true. What led to this? We still don't know what led to the stabbing.
Kel said that she needs to go to jail. I think that her and Kelsey both need to go to jail. If this comes out to not be true, and however much time Tory does, they need to double it for them.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It probably won't, but I mean, if it's found that this man was railroaded, then who nobody's gonna pay? What happens to even like with Puffy? What happens with people with the false evidence that come out and lie? Nothing happens to them. I agree.
He is standing up over the window, shooting.
This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car starts shooting me.
So in the car, shooting from the car, Megan. He is standing up over the window, shooting.
This nigga in the back seat.
Oh God.
I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car starts shooting me.
Back seat.
So in the car, shooting from the car.
So you see, right? It just needs to. This case needs to be reopened, and I honestly don't think that there's anybody.
Live again.
Huh?
No, share the live. Share the live. Please share the live. Go ahead. Talk.
I don't think that there's anyone that didn't hear of this case, especially like now that it's over. So I do think that it needs to be reopened with a judge that cannot be bought, and I think that the judge needs to try it by himself. There shouldn't be a jury. I think that they need a judge that can't fucking be bought.
Can you do that?
Because I mean, in some cases you can have you have an option to have a jury or a judge give you a sentence or whatever, but I mean, find you guilty or not guilty. But I'm just saying, because there's no one that hasn't heard about it. It's going to be like worse than them picking people for Puffy. So I just don't think they're going to find people on either side that is going to be just even playing field. What is this?
The Tory's in good spirits. This Congresswoman Anna Luna. She said Corey's in good spirits and he's just waiting for the pardon to come. Hopefully they can get the pardon. It's turned up the heat on California officials with a series of tweets calling the immediate review a possible overturn of rapper Tory Lanez conviction, who is currently serving a 10-year sentence in allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion, is now at the center of a growing debate over race for forensic errors in due process. The Florida Congresswoman claimed that she has compelling evidence that proves Lanez innocent and said it will be made public within 36 hours. She was warning that responsible for pushing what she calls false information should be held accountable. Luna says she recently spoke directly with Lanez in prison, revealed he's in good spirits. Lane has already filed multiple legal challenges, including direct appeals, habeas petitions. Luna notes that the California Court of Appeals has consolidated his filings and that oral arguments are on the horizon. She insists the case is far from over. One of the most explosive claims centers on forensic evidence. Luna highlights that Lane's DNA was virtually absent from the firearm and magazine used in the incident. There are no fingerprints tying him to the weapon, and DNA test reveals materials from 4 individuals, none of which can
women.
No,
it doesn't say that in there, but it's women.
All right,
only women fingerprints on the clip.
At Perennial contributor, so she pointed out the gunshot residue tests were administered to the individuals who may have handled the firearm. So yeah, that's what we go. Hold a second. Tory Lanez had filed a direct appeal of habeas corpus. We read Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years despite having no prior record, largely due to firearm enhancement. law do now under scrutiny for racial bias. Black defendants face 92% higher rate of this enhancement. That's not justice, that's discrimination. So the euphoric evidence in Lane's case was deeply flawed. 0.01 chance that his DNA was on a firearm, 0% on the magazine, no fingerprints. DNA was from 4 individuals found. Tony wasn't a primary contributor. Key gunshot residue test performed on others. This raises serious doubt. So she's going in. New service body cam and medical records show that Megan Thee Stallion initially claimed she stepped on the glass. ER records show no bullet fragments or an X-rays. Bullet fragments allegedly removed are now missing. Evidence handling was a disaster. Under California Racial Justice Act and recent legislation limiting the use of rap lyrics and his character evidence, Tory Lanez deserves a few review, and his conviction was built on outdated and unconstitutional grounds. Key witnesses changed their stories on contradicted themselves. One admitted in court she lied in a DA interview. Another gave a sworn statement that Harris admitted to firing the gun. This case deserves full, fresh eyes and full transparency. Tory Lanez's conviction sentences raised major constitutional concerns. First Amendment, use of lyrics as evidence. Sixth Amendment, right of confrontation. 14th Amendment, equal protection under racial bias enhancement. These issues demand urgent review. Justice isn't served when you due process is ignored. Evidence is mishandled. The race plays a role in the sentences. Tory Lanez deserves a fair hearing, and if justice prevails, he deserves his freedom. Tory Lanez's defense was denied full access to DNA evidence. Empire samples were used by the prosecution before the defense tested. Reports weren't shared until just before the trial. That's a violation due to process. That's where we're at.
She got a thread, huh?
I want the truth.
This bitch trying to get him out. She wants some dick. I don't know what she got. What you got, a bag?
First of all, she's the first Mexican in whatever little sector she's in, and she's the youngest. So she might be our age.
Tory got some pussy with dick.
But that was it.
Tory gonna blow your back out. Nigga, you a freak off with Tory. We get out.
She mentioned in one of the. Did you read where she mentioned the immunity and shit like that? You read that?
No, I
don't. Okay, well, she did. She mentioned another list of things, and the immunity was one of them.
Tory got a freak over here for you, baby. You get him out. This bitch want to get me out. I'm gonna eat her out. She get me out. I'm gonna eat her out.
Well, so she was on Piers Morgan, with Sunstar, which is Tory's father.
That nigga father name is Sunstar?
Yeah, his name is Sunstar, and Tory's name is Daystar.
What the fuck? All right, hey, whatever, rock your boat. I ain't gonna argue. Day, welcome to the day. Welcome to the start. Whatever. Nigga father wearing medallions, the old school shirt. What you gotta say? What's up?
Nothing. I'm laughing. Press play.
Oh, you want to press play? Oh.
To meet you.
Why are you starting it from back here? Start from wishing when she's
and we're thankful.
That nigga said I'm glad to be here. That's it. This is starting. Shit started. This is the beginning of the interview.
Oh, okay.
For that, we thank God for that. This was a very brutal, unprovoked situation. And I know that many people like to speculate a lot of things, and when we don't have facts on the internet, people sort of provide their own. And some people, I guess, are well-meaning, but there's just a lot of misinformation that goes out. However, I'm thankful that he is recovering very well at this time, and so we're grateful. We're very thankful for his recovery. Not for the grace of God, my son could have been out of here. So we are very, very thankful right now.
The person who attacked him is, I believe, serving a considerable prison sentence for killing somebody before. Do you believe it was a deliberate attempt to kill your son? And do you have any idea yet, from any information you've gleaned, as to whether
he killed a 13-year-old girl that he was messing
whether it's
with?
connected at all to the reason why he's in prison to start with?
I wouldn't want to speculate on what the person's motivation is, because motive comes from deep within somebody's heart, and so I don't have a window to that. However, you know, I wouldn't say that it has. Honestly, sir, I really just can't. I can't speak to the motive. It would be impossible for me to be able to speak to that person's motive.
I'm about to cash this check for $50,000
We'll get locked
for an
up,
accident
nigga.
I was involved in over 5.
We'll get locked up.
Now, everybody knows how much I enjoy my tea, and I'm very happy to say,
you know, you like
flash hits.
You like tea, nigga.
Have you spoken to your son since? I presume you have, since he was attacked.
Oh yeah. We've spoken on several occasions. My family, we come together and we pray on a daily basis. This has been pretty well 5 years now, almost 5 years since this whole incident ever came to the public's attention. And since that day, we come together sometimes, most times twice a day, wherever we are in the world. We are on a phone call and we pray. And thankfully, a lot of times he's able to join us. He will, call in from the prison tablet, and we're able to come together and we pray. So since the situation happened, my wife and I, we were able to be with him from the very first day that we heard. This incident happened about 6:30 in the morning. And then by the time we were cleared to go in to see him at the hospital, by the time we got in, it was about 1:30 that afternoon. We spent practically the whole afternoon with him. Following day, and then the next day after that, when he was discharged and went back. So yeah, I've been in pretty well constant contact with him.
Before I move on, I just want to ask you, are you 100% convinced that your son did not commit the shooting for which he's serving this sentence?
I'm absolutely convinced. I've always been convinced. And a lot of the evidence that had been suppressed over the years, a lot of shenanigans that went on in the courtroom are now coming to light. There's been so much foul play. And I'm not just saying this as some sort of pissed off parent. I mean, one of the things, just by way of an example, and I know that our attorneys have spoken to this. They have laid out things line by line. And I want to even take this moment this is the first time I'm meeting Representative Luna face to face. I want to thank you for the masterful job you've done getting in, out over the last little while, over the last couple of days on your, on your platform, so that people can know exactly what happened. But let me tell you, from a parental standpoint, a parental observer of my son walking through this, I'll never forget the day when we're sitting outside of the courtroom getting ready for court to reconvene.
Shut alive.
And imagine the only independent witness, which should have been the only objective witness in this case, was a gentleman by the name of Sean Kelly. Interestingly enough, the only person that would be able to have an unbiased viewpoint.
Shed alive, please. Shed alive. We in the building. Tory Lanez. Was he framed? Let me know. Get in the comment section. Get in the chat room.
Of what actually happened. Imagine that the prosecution did not want to call that witness. Why? This is the only independent witness, but yet you don't want to call this person because obviously his bird's eye view will not support what you want the narrative to be. And so when we sat outside, my wife and I, we saw this gentleman come in and we sat down, and it was identified for us that, oh, this is Mr. Sean Kelly. He's sitting across from us on the other side of the hallway. And as we sat there, the prosecution came out, one of their detectives or investigators rather, and one of the prosecutors, they took this gentleman, they went upstairs, I believe it was to the 14th floor at that time. By the time this man came down, the witness they did not want to call, this man came down and his testimony became so embellished with other nonsense that people who saw it just looked at it and said, this is crazy. So I saw these kind of things going on all throughout this case. People trying to bury evidence, not trying, burying evidence, a judge that refused to allow certain things to come into the courtroom or to be said, and was totally biased on the part of the prosecution. So the whole thing just stunk of a setup.
Just one last question, because you made me think of this. But if your son was not responsible for Megan Thee Stallion being shot, we do know that indisputably she was shot. Who shot her?
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA.
90% of students with a 4.
You ain't getting that.
First of all, the whole idea of her being shot is a speculation. That's a speculation. It's to this point has not been.
Did she get shot or did she get shot? What is it?
You asking?
Yeah.
You ever seen like a bullet hole before on somebody's body, whether it be on their foot, their arm, their elbow, their leg? No. Okay, but it's a literal hole, right? She doesn't have any holes in her feet.
No holes.
There's no holes in her feet. You know how many bones and we have in our feet?
A lot.
Not one bone was broken. Not one tendon was touched. Nothing.
And this is what the doctor said. The
first doctor said that he treated her for glass. That's the doctor that actually worked in the hospital. The second doctor that does not work in the hospital said that he treated her before he removed bullet fragments. But remember that the fragments were lost. They weren't in court. So, and I mean,
that she was even shot. And I want to make it really clear because I'm asked questions a lot as it regards to Megan. Megan is a young woman. I'm a father. I don't have any animosity to this girl at all. We pray for her. I've said that publicly on several occasions. My son included in our prayers. We have prayed for her on many occasions. So anything that I have to say is not to put her down, make her look like.
Can't do the Knicks. Are the Knicks winning? The show has to go on, bro. I love the Knicks, but we got to watch. We got to do this.
He has to watch it on rerun.
Yeah, I have to. I have no choice.
This person or that person. But the reality is that in all of this, how can you have a situation where in pretrial, the police, LAPD,
they're losing, so just tap in with us because they might lose tonight.
Says that the bullet fragments they had collected from the hospital just mysteriously vanishes. It goes missing. I would think that evidence is something that is protected in any police department, but they just mysteriously go missing. So there's no bullet fragments to be presented at trial. You have a situation where a gun is shot, and the gun.
You and Kel think so much alike. I just don't know how y'all don't just be best friends.
Which is supposed to be your main piece of evidence, does not even show up at court, but some picture of a weapon that resembles or is the type of weapon they say that was used. The weapon does not show up.
Granny, give me the next score. Granny, give me the next score.
At court. There is absolutely no, we hear this point of 0.1% of his DNA on the gun. Do you know what that actually means when you investigate it? That over 1.5 billion black people on the planet could have been, that could.
Instagram, I see you. Y'all watching. Please come to YouTube. The link in the bio. If you're on Instagram, come to YouTube.
Have been their DNA. Yet my son is convicted for having used this gun, where an expert witness from the LAPD gets in there and he testifies as an expert.
Close. It's close.
I want the truth.
It's close. 43-41. I like them.
We don't care.
We gotta go back.
how many pounds of pressure it takes
Tory
to shoot
Lanez!
this gun and to shoot it 1, 2, 3 times and on and on and on. Yet, the only evidence you have could fit the profile of 1.5 billion black people on planet Earth. The whole thing stinks of a conspiracy and it stinks of a cover-up.
Okay, let me turn to Representative Luna. You've taken up this
Luna getting that dick
case, and you've done it at a time when Drake has shared a petition to have Tory Lanez released. Chris Brown posted free Tory on his Instagram story. Kanye West has supported.
All these men are asking for him, but none of the women are supporting him. So that doesn't help. Am I right? Am I reaching?
No. There's some women.
No, women. SZA just said, keep that nigga in jail.
Nobody gives a fuck about a SZA. Do y'all know that SZA is a liar? Like, she's known for lying. So nobody, honestly, I'm telling you right now, nobody's taking SZA seriously because she's known for lying.
Her butt implants? What she lied about?
Nah, she ain't lie about that. So she's just a liar. Her freckles are fake. Her hair is not her. She's a liar. She's been lying since she came out. But anyway, and her fans know.
His release as well. I want to play, before I get your explanation for why you've taken up this case, I want to play, this is a version of events from Megan Thee Stallion herself, from her own documentary about what she says happened.
Instagram, link in bio. I'm watching. Y'all watching us. Get in the bio. Hit the link.
If your neck looks like this, you need to watch this video. When you sit at your desk or use your phone, your head protrudes forward.
Shut up.
We left to
Shit,
go home.
that. Megan?
I was in the car with Tory and his driver and Kelsey. We are all.
This is the reenactment right here. Hold on. This is good shit right here. Y'all share it live. Look at Tory with his shirt off. Looking crazy.
This is her reenactment from her documentary.
Okay, so it might be the truth. Unless we can see.
No, it's not. It's from her.
All right, so paint the picture. Who's that in the front seat? That's Megan.
No, there's no picture that needs to be painted. This is what she said happened.
All right, but who's in the front seat? That's Megan?
Shit, I don't fucking know. Honestly, I don't know.
That look like Megan.
That has to be Megan, because if this is the first time they get in the car, that has to be Megan.
And Kelsey and Tory's in the back seat.
Kelsey and Tory's in the back. Then when they stop, Tory and Megan switched seats, I believe, because when they told Kelsey to get out the car, she was in there for mad long, like she was hiding that fucking gun under Tory's seat, because when they found the gun, it was hot under his seat. But anyway, go ahead.
Exactly what I was saying, but I knew I was talking shit, and he probably was a little offended. I tried to get out the car one time.
Was she wearing that? She came out the car. Was she wearing? Who put this together? Was she wearing that?
They just came from Kylie's pool party.
Okay, so she didn't get dressed after the party was over?
What the fuck did she have on? She had on like I think it was a cover. I don't know what she had on.
More clothes than her.
Yeah, I think she had more than a bikini on, I believe.
But no. You saw
over this shit.
You saw the picture when she came out the car. What was she wearing?
What the fuck did that bitch have on?
She didn't have that on. I saw the picture.
Yeah, I don't cheat. That's what I'm saying. I think she had like one of like slip cover ups, the ones that hug close to your body.
Yeah. It was
looking into it.
Go ahead.
Like, Megan, get back in the car. We almost to your house. I get out the car again. I ain't even got shit on. I just got on a swimsuit.
Oh, she said she had a swimsuit on. Can we debunk that? Can you show us what she had on? Because I know you have photos. I know you have images. We're going to find out. What did Megan have on in the car before she got shot? Did she have on bikini wear, or did she have on a full outfit? Is she lying, or is she dying? It's just taking forever to find it. She's not gonna find it tonight. I don't think it is.
No, she's not lying. She had on a bikini because she's blurred out.
Oh, okay. So she did have a bikini. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let me see. Everybody got it. Yeah, it's blurred out.
Okay, so she did have the dong and panties on. Panties in bra.
And I'm walking off, and this motherfucker just started hollering at me. He was like, "Dance, bitch."
Oh, I'm hit. What are you laughing for?
This is fucking comedy. This is like the episode of the Boondocks. This is so stupid.
It's a very dramatic sort of recounting there in animated form of what happened. She then talked about it again in an interview with Gayle King on CBS, the morning show there in 2022. Let's take a look at this.
What is that?
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times. And I was so scared. I didn't even
Because she was in the bikini when
I didn't want to
she was in the
move too
bikini.
quick. Like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step,
Wait,
I don't
wait,
know if he can shoot.
Instagram. If you're watching this on Instagram right now, come to the bio. Link in the bio. Go to my bio page, Truth Be Told Podcast 360. The link is in the bio. Come and join the chat. We're talking Tory Lanez and Megan.
Now, Kels, these all these images are blurred out. So it looks like she has on the cover.
Me and kill me, like. He
Yes,
said,
not
dance. And he started shooting, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times.
Gail feels it. Gail take a deep breath. Gail doesn't believe Tory's free. It should be free. Gail, my spaceship sister.
And I was so scared. I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me.
Granny, how dare you say them tears are fake? This is young lady been through trauma.
There's no tears though. What tears are fake?
The tears are it's in her eyes, Granny. They can't come out yet. She got to do the interview.
They didn't come out the whole interview, Clem.
They dry tears. The tears dry. You don't see them. They dry. They dry tears. Granny, come on, Granny. You
exactly, Kels.
I want the truth. This girl's been dramatic. All right, I'm a Nicki fan. I ain't a Tory fan. I'm a bias now. I just need the truth. I need to know who the fuck had the gun, who shot her in the foot, or allegedly shot her in the foot.
He's like,
and the final clip I want to play. This is where, in
you and Kel think so much alike. I don't want to so much.
Her own documentary again, she talks about that interview and admits she may not have been entirely truthful. Let's take a look at this.
Oh no!
Listen, watch.
Oh no, I can't play this. Let me get this out of here, yo. Can I end this? Can I end this now?
Wait, why you can't play that?
I can't play this. This messes up for Tory. This messes up for Megan. I can't play this. This is making a little...
Play that shit. But I can't believe they played the curses. Play it.
To Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, she's always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I
want the truth.
Once, maybe twice on a drunk night, bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
Tory hit it.
No, I don't think you need to be a conspiracy theorist, Representative Luna, to see there's a lot of inconsistency going on here. She denied to Gayle King that there was any relationship with Tory. She then admits that there had
been
that she lied. She doesn't admit to lying about the circumstances of the shooting, but certainly this goes to the heart of her veracity. Why have you taken up this case?
Well, first of all, Pierce, thank you so much for having us on to discuss this. And I just want to applaud you and your outlet for actually being able to showcase some of the facts here. Look, I don't have any connections to the rap industry, Mr. West, Mr. Brown. The only people that I really know involved in this are Miss Amber Rose, who actually initially flagged this for me and connected me with Tory's attorney. And when I looked at the evidence, and remember, I'm a member of House Oversight and Accountability, and I actually am the chairwoman of a task force that conducts investigations, most notably into the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So I'm all about the facts. And what I can tell you is that the evidence in this case overwhelmingly speaks to the fact that Mr. Lanez is actually being incarcerated, I would say, as an innocent man. And what I can tell you is, even to your question on what happened with who indeed may have pulled the trigger and, allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion. Look, I don't know Miss Stallion, but what I can tell you is that the evidence says that there are no bullet fragments and that there are x-rays that the legal team, Mr. Lane's team, actually has that will be presenting. What I can also tell you is based on the evidence that I've seen, again, that number 0.01% DNA match, alleging that it's Mr. Lane's, when in actuality, they actually did not choose to test the other 4 individuals there. No fingerprints found on the magazine. By already arguable case, if this was a murder trial, he would actually be acquitted because there is no evidence. And so what I will tell you is, one of the things that people ask is, well, why are you getting involved as a federal representative when this is a California state? He's not from, Florida here, or he's not represented by a Florida member of Congress. What purview do you have? And what I will say, Pierce, is that I have a platform and I have the ability on a federal level to impact prison reform. And what I can tell you is everything in this case, I don't believe that he was actually given due process. I believe it was a stacked trial. I believe the evidence speaks for itself. And I am willing to actually cross party lines to work with the Democrats to secure pardon from Governor Newsom's office. And we're currently in the process of setting up talks with Governor Newsom. I do think that he is going to do the right thing. I think that the evidence speaks for itself. I didn't know that Drake had posted that petition, but what I will tell you is that was the right thing for him to do. And I hope more women specifically in the rap community can come forward and speak to this truth, because as you heard from Miss Stallion herself, she admitted to lying to Gayle King. And what I will also tell you is I'm also have been informed that there's actually ring footage, and that will likely also be released here pretty soon. I know we are helping to put the evidence out there to the American people. But I do believe that this is really a terrible case, and what was done to this family is unacceptable. And I will be continuing to push for his full pardon. I think that people owe them an apology. And furthermore, I'd like to finally say this. So I actually spoke to Mr. Lanez on the phone in prison yesterday, actually. And he is actually going to get very involved in criminal justice reform to ensure that this doesn't happen to other people, because in his case, he has an incredible family supporting him. He has the financial backing to fight this, but many people don't. And so that's where we are going to continue to champ these causes at the federal level, even all the way to the White House and in Washington, D.C.
So her position, she is
y'all drinking Dana Kool-Aid out here, I see.
She's a part of the House Oversight and Accountability piece in Congress, and she's actually she said that she's looking over the JFK files for his murder. So she's there. Her committee is there to hold bad people accountable, whatever. I do hope that. What is this?
Evidence firsthand that you've spoken about?
I actually saw a new affidavit, and there's going to be. So there, I was made aware of some ring footage, so video footage, and actually just talked to one of his attorneys, and so that will likely be released in the next, whenever they decide to release it. Next couple days.
So does the attorney have that footage right
now?
now?
They have actually a lot of evidence. I'm surprised that, a lot of people,
Why she leaving? She out walking the bitch. Yeah, I gotta go.
That's the leash.
Well, I gotta go. Hurry up.
Not new news, but some people were completely unaware too, specifically on the number, the DNA, specifically for the gun, 0.01%. That means that it's literally not him. They also didn't test people, but yeah, so that stuff will all be released, I think, in the coming days.
So, and have you spoken with Governor Newsom or anyone else about this?
I actually have a call into his office, and so we're working on scheduling a time. And there's a letter that should be going out to him later on today or tomorrow.
So I would assume, since these are strictly state charges, this would have to be a state pardon, correct? President Trump can't be involved.
Correct. It's up to Governor Newsom, but I think that there's a lot of people that are looking at the evidence and saying, hey, this is clearly not correct, that this is an innocent man that's been imprisoned. And I think that that's where, on the federal side of things, when I talked to Tory's in jail, as you know, so I talked to him on the phone. And I think prison reform is going to be something to definitely tackle once he gets out. And it's pretty wild this kind of case can happen. Also, too, he had a gag order placed on him during the trial, so he couldn't even, and that's just so insane. You put gag orders on people so they can't defend themselves. That's nuts.
Finally, why is this so important to you?
Yeah, why?
My goodness, this guy's an innocently incarcerated man. Obviously, we're by no means perfect, but that type of situation cannot stand if you have a double standard of justice that exists. Also, too, when the evidence was brought forward and presented to me, I was pretty baffled that he was even charged after what I saw. And so specifically, you're talking about someone who's basically been smeared and dragged publicly saying and alleging that he shot someone in the foot. By the way, did you know that the ballistics evidence says otherwise, and that there's no bullet fragments? They can't locate those alleged bullet fragments. I mean, how do you even have a conviction on that? It's really crazy. So,
Thanks, Congresswoman. Appreciate it.
Exactly. If there's no evidence, like if the blood doesn't fit, you have to quit. Yes, Granny, I do think that they do, both her and Kelsey both need to be sued and go to jail.
Damn.
Yeah. She is Kels. She's up and coming. She's one of the new girls.
Yeah, like
and she's young. She's the youngest. I don't know. Free Tory. We have to wait. Whatever they said was gonna come out in the 36 hours. It did it. They say it tomorrow, so we gotta wait. And I understand because it's a couple of things that they're trying to put into place. And like I said, they don't want things to. Well, I'm sure they don't want things to bump heads because they're asking and then trying to do a few different things. So if you got one thing going through and then one thing that might come through, all he just needs is really just to be pardoned. That's it.
If he didn't do it, but I don't know.
Don't see how people still say they don't know.
Yeah.
There's no DNA. He had GSR on his wrist. There's no way that you could shoot a gun with your wrist.
Yeah, GSR.
The girl doesn't have. There's no holes in her feet. Like there's no bullet holes in her feet. None. And she was twerking a week later on a fucking yacht. Like that.
You sure she was twerking? Did you see the butt?
Hmm?
You got the video or not?
The shit is up on her Instagram, but she probably took it down once people start talking about it. But it's out there.
Probably is.
So it's gonna play like this the whole time?
Huh?
That's gonna play like that the whole time?
No, it's gonna fix itself, I guess.
There's nothing I can do for you. I'm the general public. You need to be talking to You want him released, but his lawyers haven't filed anything? That's not how any of this works. Your client got stabbed multiple times, and you're saying, "Oh, I have new evidence that proves he's innocent." That sounds like extremely relevant information. And y'all keep saying, "I can't believe Megan pressed charges. I can't believe Megan pressed charges." She didn't. He was prosecuted by this state of California. He was put in custody by state of California. He was convicted and jailed by the state of California and the jurors in the state of California. Megan Thee Stallion was a witness. She's not the DA, not the judge, not the jury. Regular people cannot prosecute cases. Only the government can do that. And then on top of that, people can say, "Oh, well, I didn't think he was guilty." Okay, but the jurors did.
This is not annoying you?
All of them. Do you know how many times I disagree with court rulings? All the time. But you have to fix that in court, not on the internet. Oh, Tory Lanez is
Fuck that she's for Tory. I think she thinks Tory. That's a scissor. Scissor.
Scissors a known liar, so no one's taking her serious.
Well, she can still defend Megan if she wants to. Even though she's lying, she still can.
She can. She's also connected to Rock Nation, so she has to. There you have it.
What? I just want to play one more day. She's with Rock Nation, sister? No, she's not.
She's connected to them. That Kendrick and Jay are dumb tight. So, and she's like signs him or whatever it is that she is doing with him.
I don't know, maybe.
I was like the same situation. I like the vibe. I'm just a realist, bitch. I try to, a guy come the vibe good, he got bread, all that fuck.
I thought that was that chick. They said they dressed up in a Muslim outfit while he was watching the sex freak-offs. You heard about that?
Uh-huh.
Did he Muslim? I just want to show some of the pictures. The baby.
They all will, Granny. And they're going to do it quietly.
Baby oil was in the building. Let's see. Can you count the numbers of baby oil? Can you count them?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had an Astroglide. Oh.
I never even knew what Astroglide was.
I don't know. I still don't know what it is.
I think it's KY, isn't it?
It might be some glide shit.
Because what a YouTuber was like, they use it. So I'm assuming it's KY. Because he's gay.
Oh, shit. Was it Amon?
No.
Okay. Hi, girl. I got that tea for you for Diddy.
He probably doesn't even need KY.
I got that Diddy tea.
His ass is probably very, very, very open.
Oh, shit. Why? Why would you say that? Why would you say that about Amon?
Because I'm sure it is.
Amon wouldn't like that. In the high heel boots. You like them boots? Did you wear those?
First of all, those are not boots. Those are shoes.
Did you wear those?
No.
And they click.
Shoe.
All right, can you tell me what a wireless click flicker is?
A what?
A wireless click flicker.
I guess something that plays with the clip.
I want the truth.
I don't know.
Diddy a freak.
Puff was in them heels and in them dresses, walking around the house high, asking, "Have you ever been swallowed?"
Puff wasn't wearing them heels. That was a Cassie.
He was wearing them shits.
He liked a certain amount. He liked them not in his big heels. Diddy like them girls. He wanted Cassie to be a tall woman. Like every one of the hills are the same. Okay, rope. There's rope in that motherfucker. You can see the rope.
It's not rope.
That's a rope. What, you don't see the rope?
No, I don't see the rope. And if it's anything that looks like a rope, it's the damn shoe tie.
You don't see the rope next to the shoe. It's a rope. You don't see the rope right there?
Oh, I just see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rope.
Damn.
Cassie did all this shit from. She ordered all of that shit, all of the boots, the wardrobe.
Those are not boots. Those are shoes. Those are hooker shoes.
She had on that lace net. See lingerie. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, be a juror. I want to be a juror. I want to see the show. I want to see the tapes. Be a juror.
The switch to that story is that Puff had that shit on. Wait till somebody say that.
I want the truth.
He did not have that shit on. I guess this is where they got showered after the freak offs. Got a lot of different stuff on the counter. They got Listerine. Breath smell good. He wants mouth fresh.
Do they have tongue scrapers?
I don't know. They did. They got condoms.
Peroxide.
I don't know what that arrow was pointing to. It must be a fucking.
I think it's dildos.
Plan B. Dildo. Did a freak. Vital honey. What is that? You know what that is? Vital honey.
I zoomed in on that and it kind of looked like awards, like plaques, but I
want the truth.
That is honey, so I guess it's that shit that gets men hard or make them stay hard.
He got a Diddy case. I guess his dildos, special dildos in that motherfucker.
You see Puff coming with that fucking briefcase run.
Granny said, "Glam, why ain't you saying nothing? Why ain't you saying nothing, Benny? Granny's putting up the score. Oh, get on her too. Oh, Granny, bitches don't know what Granny doing. Granny's cold talk.
I'm not. What you mean? Why I'm not saying nothing?
Hold on, watch this Nick game.
Oh! Because y'all could put the score in there, but I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. I don't know. Y'all can finish up and talk about that. I
gonna
don't know anything about it.
I want the truth.
We gonna go out.
Granny wasn't the only one. Trevor started putting the score in there.
I knew y'all motherfuckers was gonna watch us tonight because y'all watching that motherfucking that game. I ain't mad at y'all motherfuckers.
Why can't y'all just, like I said, just put it on like everything you can watch on rerun? So y'all don't have to watch the game right now. And if y'all don't want people like telling whatever, don't fucking go on social media. Finish doing what you're doing and then go watch the rerun. And
Tony Lloyd, what up? Tony Lloyd, what up? He got a case of freaky stuff. Get it popping. Yeah, he got a super case of freaky stuff. Look at this, Grant. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, that outfit is hot. I like that outfit. He's a freak. He's a freak. I wish I could have been at one of the freakos. I would have loved to watch. I would have paid to watch.
That's fucking.
Do you remember you could go downtown and not the 34th Street and the 25-cent titty bar? Titty. I did that shit one time.
Because I'm a girl, Kels.
I went to Kel. You ever went to Kel? Pull up if you in the building. Kel, you home? You ever went to the titty bar? No. You had to pay like $1, and the chicks come out with tits and hug you and show you her tits, and then if you couldn't pay no more, she leave.
I've never been.
It was a titty booth. It was a titty booth. She came out and said, "Hey, I'm here. I'm tits out. You want to pay me? Give a quarter, $1, something like that." Oh, you
went?
Titties out. I was young then. Titty bar. Tits. Oh, give me a hug. Oh, I love you. I got no more money. I gotta go. Oh shit, she got no money. I got no money. I'm broke. Oh shit, yeah. Tits back in. Tits out. Tits.
Yo, y'all men will pay for anything.
No more tits. Titties gone. I was young and impressionable. I just saw titties and I said I like it and I paid more money. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like $5. It was very expensive. They got rid of those things. They don't have no one of those things in the city.
Yeah, now they have massages with happy endings.
Yeah, where you get those from?
Canal Street.
I'm not doing that. I don't want no sucky. I don't want a Chinese woman. Chinese woman head is probably so garbage. Like, you don't want no head from a Chinese woman. She probably don't know what the fuck she's doing. She probably lick it. She probably lick it, and just lick it. She probably
lots of times. What counts? Which one? The happy ending or the titty bar?
Titty bar, 34th Street, 42nd Street, all up and down. Go in the room. They behind a closed thing. You pay. The door opens. She say, "Hi, how you doing?" You pay for how long? 1 minute, $5. You get a hug and shit. You got more money? No, but bye. This dipped. I'm telling you this.
Got sweaty titties in your face.
She's like, hold on. She's like, titties. Titties supposed to be sweaty. What are you talking about? Who don't want their titties? Nobody want their titties dry. I want sweaty titties in my mouth. I don't want no sweaty titties.
You want what?
No man wants those dry titties.
You want sweaty titties in your mouth?
No, I don't want any titties in my mouth. I'm married. I'm just saying, if I wasn't married, it'd be titties that. Yeah,
Canal Street comes.
Chinese women don't got titties. They got fucking nipples. Yes, Granny, halftime. Woo! Next, but Granny, who's winning though, Granny? I know the score, but who's winning? I'm assuming the Knicks are losing. Shed a lie. Tory Lanez is in jail right now. Tory Lanez got freed today. Tory Lanez got released today, y'all. Watch it live. We reporting fresh news. Tory Lanez just got released. He's out.
Stop lying.
We bailed him out. He's out today, and we're celebrating. Oh, the Knicks are winning? Let's go.
Good night, y'all, because this is ridiculous. How you gonna go the whole show and then at the end lie?
Yeah. Wait, why are you lying? What am I lying for?
Because he didn't get. What do you mean? That is like such the opposite of fucking clickbait. You lied at the end.
I want the truth.
Yo.
Yeah. Because selling his soul is not gonna work for him because he's doing it backwards.
The fuck? Listen. You heard that?
I hear the plane. Wow.
All right, we're gonna wrap up.
One question about this basketball thing, right? Because these numbers went up. 69 and 62. Oh, she said halftime. Okay. That's how long it takes them to get that. Okay. So y'all still got a long time to go to watch that game? You still got enough to watch, right?
Third quarter, fourth quarter.
Okay. We'll enjoy it. I hope they win.
2 hours tomorrow. We'll be back. We're gonna come back tomorrow and talk Trump. We're gonna talk Donald Trump tomorrow.
Okay.
Donald Trump tomorrow. Kel, pull up, Kel. We want you in the building tomorrow. 2 hours. We in the building, Kel. No school tomorrow. We in the building. You're in the vibes.
I'm not talking about Trump for 2 hours.
No, we
He get a solid 30 minutes.
Trump and
we can talk about everything else that's going on.
We'll start hot.
Minutes.
We're gonna start talking about Trump. We're gonna start hot talking about Trump. Kel, we coming in hot tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Trump.
Kels, you come on after the first 30 minutes of me talking about Trump. That's it. No fighting.
Money to the rioters. He talking about stage 9 cancer for Biden. He taking jet plane. He don't want to admit that he took a jet plane for free. Like, we gonna talk about Kel.
His son wants to know why Dr. Joe Biden didn't diagnose her husband when she's not a medical doctor.
I want the truth.
Shit.
But anyway, you guys, good night. Kel, see you tomorrow.
2 hours tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll be back.
Kel's, but an hour and a half for you.